Hello and welcome to my series. Today we're diving into Oracle's VirtualBox, powerful and versatile software. Whether you're a developer, a student, or someone just looking to run multiple operating systems on one machine, VirtualBox is a great tool to have in your arsenal. I'll be covering what VirtualBox is, its origins and development, and how it can be used in a variety of different scenarios. So let's get right into it. VirtualBox is a powerful open source virtualization software that allows users to run multiple operating systems simultaneously on a single physical machine. It enables the creation of virtual machines, each with its own hardware emulation, which is useful for testing, development, and running different environments. VirtualBox was initially developed by Innotech, a German software company, and was first released in 2007. Later, Sun Microsystems acquired Innotech in 2008, and then Oracle acquired Sun Microsystems in 2010, taking ownership of VirtualBox. Oracle has since continued the development and improvement of the software, making it one of the most popular virtualization platforms. When it comes to the uses and purpose, VirtualBox is a versatile tool mostly used for testing, development, and education. It allows developers to run multiple operating systems on one machine, making it easier to test applications across different platforms. Students use VirtualBox to explore various environments and experiment with networking. It is also useful for running risky software in isolated environments for security purposes. With its compatibility across Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, VirtualBox is a flexible solution for many technical tasks. Now let's get into some actual physical use of VirtualBox. I got it loaded up already. One of the cool features about it actually is it's extremely lenient with what your OSs can actually be. For example, an OS that I don't necessarily use a lot, Windows 2008, I'm not going to have a lot of physical storage designated from it. So if we come over here, go to System, we can see that I only have actually 256 megabytes designated to this operating system. Now if we go over to Kali Linux, an operating system I tend to use a lot, let's see, I have a lot more. I'm actually near the cap. So that's just one of the many things that you can use. It's a very powerful tool. And funny enough, right here, we have an old Windows 10 operating system that I used to have. An example of one of the uses is you can basically test, like I said, a bunch of risky stuff. And what I actually did was downloaded a virus on here. I was curious what was going to happen. And of course, it completely broke and it was pretty interesting, but my actual physical machine is not affected at all. So that's definitely one of the uses. I'll have to fix that sometime. Now, what I want to actually do is demonstrate a couple things. So I'm going to load up Kali Linux and I'm going to load up Windows 2008. I'm going to let that load. Okay, it looks like I have everything set, guys. So let's see what it looks like over here on the physical VirtualBox Manager. So all it shows is that I'm running two of these softwares right now, and that's how easy it is. So I'm running three operating systems right now. My physical Windows 11 one that's actually physically on my computer. Then I'm running a virtual Windows 2008 software and a virtual Kali Linux. So let's go over to it. First, let's see Windows 2008, make sure everything's going fine. Open up command prompt and you can guys see that this is awesome. I mean, it would be almost impossible to actually get a real version of Windows, 2008 and actually be able to run tests on it without, it not being virtual. So let's just do ipconfig. Okay, so there's our IP. Let's make sure the Wi-Fi is working. Okay, Wi-Fi is working. Control C to that. Let me copy this. I'm going to be using that in a second. So we're gonna come over here, over at Kali Linux, hit ifconfig. There's our IP. So we have our two physical IP addresses. Now, something really cool I can actually do is make it so that these two operating systems we're currently running on are connected to the same physical network. Now, all this really means is that if I take that IP address that I copied from this operating system over here, copy and paste it over here, go back, hit a ping, you can see we're actually able to ping it, which means if we wanted to, hypothetically, I can attack or run an Nmap scan or do whatever I want to this physical IP address. Now, if I try to come over here to my actual operating system and ping that IP, let's see if it works. See, it does not work. Now, this further proves indeed that these operating systems we're running over here are isolated. They're not even connected to the same network, even though we're physically using the same network. We're still not connected to the same network because I'm not able to ping that physical IP address. Now, this is actually really, really cool, and it's one of the best uses of VirtualBox. I mean, if I were to, try to run around and get better skills when it comes to penetration testing, everything I would be doing is on an isolated environment like this. Because obviously you can get in so much trouble if you try to Nmap scan a random computer, random server, random website. So that's why it's so important to make sure everything you're doing is isolated like we have right now. To conclude, Oracle's VirtualBox is an extremely powerful tool. I mean, I'm showing you guys right now how much we can actually do with it. So it will definitely probably be one of the most prominent things you'll see throughout this series because none of this would actually be possible without it.